First, though, the CougarBoard questions of the week are for you, Max. For folks not familiar with CougarBoard, it's the largest online community of BYU fans, thousands of posts every day. This one's from Dilbert. Wants to know what's going through a quarterback's head as you're deciding who the right person to throw the ball is. You get the ball, you got a few seconds. For you, there was Austin, there was Dennis, there was Harvey, there were a couple other guys. What went through your head that told you this is the right place to put the football?
Yeah, just a couple of seconds. And unfortunately, I wish pre-snap I could just choose who I want to throw the ball to and just throw it to him every time and just look at him. But that's not how it works. There's reads and everything that go into it to get the ball to the right spot. You can sometimes maybe I might try to force this ball into Dennis or to Austin or whoever. But, man, I had a great quarterback coach who taught me how to read a defense and get the ball to the right spot. And I think that's why we prided ourselves when I was there that usually we'd have 6 to 8 different guys catching the football in a single game. So that's what made us good. And it's because I had a good coach, so I didn't have to just try to guess who to throw to.
So you'd get the ball and you'd go A, B, C. You'd just go through your reads, and the guy who's open's getting it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to read the defenders first before you even know where to go or what side of the field to be on. So it's totally depends on the read and the play call.
Your first read is usually going to be at the snap of the ball if it's single high or double high, right? Safeties.
You got to identify your safety, your 1 high, 2 high, middle field open, middle field closed, all that, which will then take you to a certain area of the field where you'll usually have a key defender.
Yep.
And then you're making a read off of him, and then you got awareness defenders. Usually only when it's man coverage do you ever have a true progression of 1 to 2 to 3.
Right. We may have asked you this question before. I know we've asked Robbie and Jim and Steve and all the others. So was it Austin or Dennis when they'd come back? Who was always open? Like who would let you know, Max, I'm open? Who would let you know more, Dennis or Austin?
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised you're even asking me this question.
Well, I have a feeling
Austin Collie was always open. Told me that all the time, and I loved it when he told me. He'd be like, "Hey, 1-5, I'm beating him all day. I'm beating him all day. Come on, 1-5." Even after we break and start going to the line, hey, I got it. Look, I know Austin. So Austin was more vocal about it.
How did Dennis put up with that? Letting Austin do all the lobbying when he's over there doing the same thing.
Just more of a silent assassin, I think. He just got it done. Yeah. And Dennis was just so easy to throw the ball to. He just was so easy to read his body and he had such a big catch radius. I mean, Austin too. So it was like I said, I played with some really good players who made me look pretty good.
Those were good dudes. Curdy, a follow-up CougarBoard question from one of their insiders. You know, a lot of discussion about Hillstead is he's 5'10". Bourget's a little taller at 6'2". Bachmeier's taller at 6'2", 6'3". But this question is, can taller quarterbacks see over the line a lot better? And that one's kind of obvious. But there was a recent interview with Hillstead where he says every quarterback looks through windows between linemen no matter how tall the quarterback is. So maybe the question is, at 5'10", can Hillstead still do it? Or when the offensive line now stands up, and you had a huge line, this one's all 6'7", what happens to a quarterback who's 5'10"?
Well, you're talking to a guy who was always – I mean, I was listed at 6'2" my whole career, and then the NFL listed me at 6'1". I was 6'1" and 7/8 at the combine, so 6'1" here. But here's the thing is I was always considered a shorter quarterback. And, yeah, when you get to college and the NFL, I couldn't see over, Oswald and Reynolds and some of these guys that I had in front of me. Like, there's no way. So I had to be really good with my feet and creating angles and windows to throw the football. So that article that you're talking about is absolutely right. Even the tall guys have to be able to move in the pocket, create space, or create a window to make a throw. It's almost like there'd be times where I would move in the pocket, and as I'm moving or hitching, I already know where I'm going to throw the ball. I'm just getting my body in position to be able to make the throw. And so the quarterbacks who can do that and have really good spatial awareness and be able to keep their eyes downfield seem to do well. And I was able to figure out a way to do it in my own way and find those lanes and alleys. But most quarterbacks, even the tall ones, aren't just standing there and throwing the ball right over top guys. They're finding a lane.